folks. I know it's been a little while since I did a recording, but I wanted to catalog some more items I just had recently, uh, like a incident this past summer with the Carrier 06D and 069 on a package unit, similar to what I had years ago on a water-cooled small chiller with the 06D, I think, or E, I can't remember. Anyway, the long and short of it is I tried tattletales, I tried all kinds of other items to troubleshoot to see what was going on causing the trip, and it's so quick sometimes you couldn't even distinguish it. But one of the things that I remembered in troubleshooting this large package unit was the item I had that was troubling me on the chiller was a crankcase heater was causing problems on the Carrier, the way it's wired into the circuit. And it would pull the transformer down so quickly, I guess, and cause such a drop in voltage that it would create a scenario where the controls on the Carrier would sense it and lock it out. That's a real tricky one to find sometimes. It's sort of like the problem on a McQuay chiller when you backseat a valve on the sump. You got to be careful where you put it because it will shut the machine off and never give you an alarm as to what it was. Or a problem I had one time on a HP data center on a shutdown where the chillers wouldn't come back up, and come to find out the JCI had no alarms indicating a problem, but we were doing a test killing loop A and loop B and making sure the megawatt generators came up and everything. And this wouldn't allow the chillers to come back online. And essentially, when I looked at sequence operation, it was a phase monitor, PM, was the icon, and the electrician got the keys and we went and found it and turned it back on, and that was that was the problem. Anyway, those little ones are the ones that really give you a heck of a run for your money sometimes. But I wanted to sit here and, well, I had the chance over Thanksgiving weekend to catalog some more issues that for more advanced folks, edification, so to speak, because really my commissioning projects I've done over the years, being able to see the puzzle is the key to coming to a cost-effective resolution on most of these problems. You know, it's like I was interviewed for a commissioning agent position here recently, and I gave the example of the double check valve not being sufficient to protect backflow into potable water or other systems on a chiller that had been swapped out at a hospital because they could never attain 39-degree water. And when I was asked after the fact, after the chiller had been swapped out, what might have been the problem, and going down a checklist of things I've experienced over the years, I asked, where's the makeup water feed and what is it, double check valve, air brake, or what? I was told double check valve, they thought. And I said, okay, well, and I relayed the example of being in Baghdad at the new embassy and the problems they had there where they pushed water out into the system during the day and then sucked it back in at night past the double check valves. Well, in this case, in the hospital, what it was is the makeup water feed feeding both the boiler and the chiller. And of course, what happened was the boiler would push past the double check valves into the chill water loop. So that's why they never got over 39-degree water. Not because they had too much antifreeze in the system, taking away their tonnage, but because they were putting hot water into a chill water loop. Imagine that. And there's another problem similar to that when I had to go out and do something on a solid state starter at CDC years ago. A local company did a design build and they had run in the hot water into the chill water loop and blew the pressure relief on the McQuay chiller. And they also had put the oil cooler across the barrel instead of across the pump like it shows in the installation drawings. And there's a halfway way to address that issue, but it's not going to be reliable enough until they put it back across the oil pump. I mean the chill water pump. So anyway, I hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving. I hope we get a chance to share ideas more, and in the future, I think that's going to be more of my emphasis because the age of my body is just not as good as my brain still. But I'd like to be able to share what knowledge I've been a recipient of over the years from some very good instructors and teachers, and my brother, God rest his soul. And I hope maybe my sons or grandsons or maybe granddaughters will pick up on some of these and go into the trade. So anyway, it's been a great Thanksgiving. I just wanted to drop a couple truth bombs, so to speak, on you and help out.